Hi everyone, Laurel Mintz here with Elevate My Brand. I know that everyone's having such a hard time right now with all of the privacy changes and algorithmic changes for social, Instagram specifically. And so just a couple of tips and updates that we've been doing on my personal pages and on our Elevate pages and on Fabric to kind of play with the algorithm and make sure that we are still being found. Because the truth is, and I don't know if you know this, but only 1 to 2% on average of your audience will ever see a single post in feed, which is why these platforms give us so many other options in feed, in stories and in reels, etc., to capture a new audience and make sure that your existing audience is seeing your content. So tip number 1 is post more often. I know that it's a challenge, but there are ways to batch content. I'm doing it right now, sitting in front of each and every one of you, so that you can get all of your content done in a very short period of time so that you don't have to think about it every single day. Because honestly, I think that's where the big fail points are for most people that don't do content consistently enough, is they're thinking every day, oh my gosh, I have to come up with something that's so brilliant. I have to come up with something that's interesting every single day. Instead, do some brainstorming for a half a day or a day and shoot another day or half day and get all that content batched in a day, and you'll make your life so much easier. And then of course you can pepper in or salt in stories and reels accordingly. Using stories is so important. I actually get a lot more views on my stories than I do on my in-feed posts, and I get even more views on my reels. And I really didn't want to do reels for a long time. I'm an early adopter on some things, but it's just so much easier to post a quick story than to actually have to put together a reel. But the truth is, if you're posting a story, you could just as easily post it as a reel. And reels are what helps you be found for new audience in the discovery pages. So posting more often, using stories, posting reels, encouraging push notifications. And then the last piece, which I repeat and rinse all the time, is making sure that you're watching the metrics so that you're really seeing, for example, if you're using like a Planoly, what the post days and times are that are best for your particular audience. Because every audience is a little bit different, and you could test it in a vacuum, or you could use a really inexpensive platform like Planoly to help you understand which are the best days and times to post. So those are my tips for helping to buck the algorithm. It's always going to be changing, but if you are everywhere and all places at once, at least you'll be found by new audience, and your existing audience hopefully will see your content as well.